Huh? We're on? Okay. All right, welcome everybody tonight to our April town board meeting. Before we get started, ask everybody stand and we'll see the pledge. I'm going to ask Lieutenant Monahan to lead us in the pledge. States of America. To the republic. One nation. Indivisible. Justice. Good job, Lieutenant. Good work.
Thank
You're welcome. All right, before we get started tonight, I'll introduce who we have with us. On my left, we have Councilwoman Santiago, Councilwoman Lincoln, Councilman Moreau, and Deputy Supervisor and Councilman Steve Bedetti. To my right is our town clerk. Over at the table, we have our Highway Superintendent, Anthony Feo. We have our Lieutenant, Matt Monahan, our town attorney, Dave Zagon, and from McGoey House Retzel, we have Quinn Malarkey. Nice to have you here. And on the board, we have Danny. Okay, so that being said, let's get started. First item on the agenda is a public hearing to increase and improvement of the facilities to Sewer District 9, the sewer pump station, and a rehabilitation project. So this Sewer District 9 is in the River Road area, and it's been in rough shape for a while. We're finally going to, board has agreed to bond it. So we have to have a public hearing. If anybody has anything they want to say about this rehabilitation project, we'll hold up for a minute if anybody's online. And Danielle Barrett will tell me if there is. Oh, by the way, in the audience, we have our receiver of taxes as far back as she can possibly get. Susan Chen. Anybody? No. Okay. So Chair will entertain a motion, Town of the Windsor, close the public hearing concerning the increase in and improvement of the facilities of Sewer District 9, consisting of rehabilitation of the existing sewer pump station number 2, including replacement of the mechanical and equipment pumping units, piping, electrical controls, standby generator, general building rehabilitation, and other ancillary work required in connection therewith. Motion?
Move. Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Moreau?
Yes.
Councilman Bedetti?
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago?
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln?
Yes.
Supervisor Myers?
Yes. Chair will entertain a motion, Town Board, Town of Windsor hereby authorize the adoption of the attached resolution in order for the increase and improvement of the facilities Sewer District 9, consisting of the rehabilitation of the sewer pump station 2, including replacement of mechanical equipment, pumping units, piping, electrical controls, standby generator, general building rehabilitation, other ancillary work required in the connection therewith. Motion?
Move. Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Moreau?
Yes.
Councilman Bedetti?
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago?
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln?
Yes.
Supervisor Myers?
Yes, Chair will entertain a motion, Town Board, Town of Windsor hereby authorize the adoption of a bond resolution for the issuance of serial bonds not to exceed $2 million for the increase and improvement of facilities Sewer District 9, consisting of the rehabilitation of the sewer pump station number 2, including replacement of the mechanical equipment, pumping units, piping, electrical controls, standby generator, and general building rehabilitation, and other ancillary work required in connection therewith. Motion?
Move. Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Moreau?
Yes.
Councilman Bedetti?
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago?
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln?
Yes.
Supervisor Myers?
Yes, okay, so now this project will move forward. The folks in District 9 will, Sewer District 9 will pay for that. And it's been long overdue. So we have another public hearing having to do with the Americans with Disability Act, ADA, which is self-evaluation report, which was done in 2023. So if anybody has any comments on this American with Disability Act self-evaluation report, we'll hold up for a minute and see if we get any comments from anybody. Danielle? Nobody? All right, Chair will entertain a motion, Town Board, Town of Windsor, close the public hearing to invite the public comment participation on the proposed Americans with Disability Act self-evaluation report 2023. Motion?
Move. Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Moreau?
Yes.
Councilman Bedetti?
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago?
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln?
Yes.
Supervisor Myers?
Yes. Chair will entertain a motion, Town Board, Town of Windsor hereby adopt the attached Americans with Disability Act self-evaluation report 2023 prepared by Independent Living Incorporated. Motion?
Move. Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Moreau?
Yes.
Councilman Bedetti?
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago?
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln?
Yes.
Supervisor Myers?
Yes, I'd like to thank Doug Hovey from Independent Living for conducting this self-evaluation report for us, and it was shepherded by Jess Marino in our attorney's office and Keith Bedetti of our building and grounds. And I appreciate their help in getting this thing off the ground, and now it's in play. We have another public hearing regarding community development block grant for the fiscal year 2024. So we will apply to the county for a block grant, and we open it up to the public if anybody has any ideas of how we should use this block grant. And the town board has discussed this many times, and we have something that we'd like to use it for. So let's see if anybody has anything that they'd like to say from the public. What did, are you from the public? God,
So
you let her up? Go ahead.
for the fiscal year. There are a few ways for a project to be eligible. One of which is to be benefits and assumed low to moderate clientele group, senior citizens or disabled persons. Another way is if the project is in an eligible low to moderate income census tract. The town is currently considering applying for various ADA improvements for the self-evaluation study that was done. The maximum grant amount that can be received for this project is $175,000. So again, this is just to solicit input from the public.
Thank you, Quinn. Yay. Danielle? No one. Shall I entertain a motion, Town Board, Town of Windsor, close the public hearing in the matter of Orange County Urban County Consortium Community Development Program fiscal year 2024 project proposal for community development block grants. Motion?
Move. Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Rowe?
Yes.
Councilman Bedetti?
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago?
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln?
Yes.
Supervisor Myers?
Yes. Shall I entertain a motion, Town Board, Town of Windsor hereby submit its application for consideration under fiscal year 2024 Orange County Urban County Consortium Community Development Program, and that the town super is hereby authorized to submit the application for a project to improve accessibility to the town facilities, programs, and furtherance of the Town of New Windsor American with Disabilities Act Self-Evaluation Report, hereafter referred to as the Town of New Windsor American with Disabilities Act Improvements Project. Input from the citizens and groups has been received and considered, an application has been prepared with the addresses their community concerns. The board further certifies that it has read and understood the Orange County Urban County Consortium Community Development Guidelines for fiscal year 2024 program year, and has met all of its applicable requirements, and that the information contained in the application is accurate and true to the best of its knowledge. If awarded the community development block grant funds, the town shall implement the activities in a manner that ensures compliance with all applicable federal, state, and local laws and regulations. Motion?
Move. Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Rowe?
Yes.
Councilman Bedetti?
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago?
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln?
Yes.
Supervisor Myers?
Yes, so just to reiterate what Quinn Malarkey stated from McGoey Housing, so this would be a $175,000 grant we're applying for to help us come into compliance with this self-evaluation that we did. We're doing some things on our own now with our building and grounds people headed by Keith Bedetti, but this will allow us to probably cover all the recommendations in this report. So I appreciate work done by where did she go? Oh, boy. Huh? She's quicker than I am. She's gone. All right, it's from Quinn Malarkey and her, McGoey Housing and Mike Weeks. Need to do a motion? But I did it. I did it. Okay, so that's done. So the next item is the public comment. This comment are allowed on agendas items only. Speakers permitted to speak for up to 3 minutes. This is strictly for comments. No question and answer. Discussion will be allowed on any items, no exceptions. So if anybody wants to speak to any of the agenda items, now would be the time to come up to the podium and make any comment that you'd like to make. And if we have anybody on Facebook, they also can speak to this. Okay, so we'll move along. Shall I entertain a motion, Town Board, Town of New Windsor, approve the minutes of the public hearing for the 2020 Community Block Grant CDBG CV for the Corona Aid Relief and Economic Security Act CARES funding. The minutes of the public hearing to repeal and rescind local law 2/2000 of the Town Code, Town of Windsor, entitled peddling, soliciting in its entirety, and enable a new local law to regulate peddling, soliciting, and canvassing temporary or transient merchandising in the town of Windsor, and the minutes of the March 1st, 2023 Town Board meeting, all of which were held on March 1st, 2023, as copies posted on the town clerk's bulletin board in the town hall, and same distributed each of the town board members. Motion?
Moved. Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Moreau.
Yes.
Councilman Bedetti.
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln.
Yes.
Supervisor Myers.
Yes. Chair will entertain a motion, Town Board, Town of Windsor, authorize the increase of the amount of performance bond for the restoration of the Riley Road following installation of a new raw water main by the Village of Curious Joel from the amount of $1,809,830 to $2,132,730, an increase of $322,900 to cover an additional 3,229 square yards of asphalt as recommended by McCoy Hauser Retzel via correspondence dated the 24th of March, 2023, and attached here too. Further due to the scope of the project in lieu of the inspection of the defeated Town Board, Town of Windsor, hereby previously determined, the Village of Curious Joel shall be required to post an escrow of $50,000, which shall be used to pay for any and all costs associated with the full-time observation and work of the installation of Village of Curious Joel's raw water main within Riley Road. Sell escrow to be replenished by the Village of Curious Joel within 10 business days upon notice by the town that its balance has dropped below $10,000. The in lieu of inspection fee requirement remains in full force and effects. Motion?
Move. Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Moreau.
Yes.
Councilman Bedetti.
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln.
Yes.
Supervisor Myers.
Yes, Highway Superintendent Fail, you'll be keeping a good eye on this, I like.
Watching it closely.
I am sure, and we appreciate that. Chair will entertain a motion, Town Board, Town of Windsor, hereby authorize supervisor to execute the attached temporary water supply purchase agreement between the Town of Windsor, Village of Curious Joel, for the Town of Windsor to provide the village with up to 500,000 gallons per day of treated potable water via an connection to be located in the vicinity of the New York State Route 94. Said authorization is subject to the town and village receiving all approvals required by the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation, State Department of Health, and the New York City Department of Environmental Protection. Motion?
Moved. Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Moreau.
Yes.
Councilman Bedetti.
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln.
Yes.
Supervisor Myers.
Yes, the town may be entering an agreement with Curious Joel to sell them water to the tune of a couple $1 million a year. So we'll see how this works out, and there's still some work for them to be done. So I'm just authorized to sign the contract. We're not signing anything until all their approvals are in. I think they're waiting to hear back from the State Department of Health. Chair will entertain a motion, Town Board, Town of Windsor, hereby authorize supervisor into and execute the attached task order number 2306 of McGoey Hauser Engineering for engineering services related to Town of Windsor Water Treatment Building electrical upgrades. Motion?
Move. Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Moreau.
Yes.
Councilman Bedetti.
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln.
Yes.
Supervisor Myers.
Yes, this is some work being done at that Fort Hill plant. There's a garage there that needs some electrical work done. Bill entertain a motion, Town Board, Town of New Windsor, hereby authorize the town attorney to negotiate with both the CSEA Local 1000 AFSCME, AFL-CIO, and the Patrolmen's Benevolent Association, Town of New Windsor, New York Incorporated, a town policy regarding employee separation from service as a result of occupational injury or disease as contemplated under New York State Civil Service Law, Section 71. Motion?
Moved. Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Moreau.
Yes.
Councilman Bedetti.
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln.
Yes.
Supervisor Myers.
Yes, this is just some housekeeping things that have to be done. We have some employees who get injured on the job and then have to go out on a disability, so we're just trying to clean up some issues in the language. Chair will entertain a motion, Town Board, Town of Windsor, authorize a final payment in the amount of $165,993, which includes retainage to Iron Sword Enterprises LLC for the Town of New Windsor Senior Center Moresco Center project pursuant to recommendation of McGoey Hauser Relsa Consulting Engineers attached here too, and subject to the receipt of Section 3 documents acceptable to the fair and equitable House Office of the Homes and Community Renewal, as well as completion of the punch list items before and after photographs, provision of the maintenance bond in the amount of $41,500, certified payrolls, including any and all necessary correspondence or correction adjustments of the same, and final payment application. Motion,
Move.
Second.
roll call.
Councilman Moreau.
Yes.
Councilman Bedretti.
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln.
Yes.
Supervisor Myers.
Yes, this is another grant that we received through the efforts of our town attorney's office at McGoey Hauser Etzel for about $495,000 that we've done an upgrade to the Moresco Center, but being a FEMA grant, there's a lot of hoops to jump through, and I guess we're still jumping through. There's a meeting tomorrow, I think, at 10 o'clock with these people.
We asked for a meeting, I don't know if they're gonna show up or not. We'll see.
All right, well, I said to Jess today, they don't do it, we don't pay them. Chair will entertain a motion, Town Board, Town of the Windsor hereby authorizes supervisor into and execute the attached task order number 2305 of McGoey Hauser Engineering for engineering services related to the Town of the Windsor's various roof replacements project to replace the roofs at the of the town's highway garage, buildings and ground building, building and grounds building, and Brook Street Pump Station roof. Motion,
Move. Second.
roll call.
Councilman Moreau.
Yes.
Councilman Bedretti.
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln.
Yes.
Supervisor Myers.
Yes, this is an ongoing project that I'll speak to in a minute. Chair will entertain a motion, Town Board, Town of Windsor hereby determine in accordance with the attached resolutions that the planned replacement of the highway garage building, buildings and grounds building roof and Brook Street Pump Station roof are type 2 actions per the State Environmental Quality Review Act, and as such require no further environmental review. Motion,
Move. Second.
roll call.
Councilman Moreau.
Yes.
Councilman Bedretti.
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln.
Yes.
Supervisor Myers.
Yes. Chair will entertain a motion, Town Board, Town of the Windsor, authorize the adoption of a detached bond resolution in the amount not to exceed $1,445,000 for the replacement of town highway garage roof and the building and grounds building roof. Said bond resolution being submitted to permissive referendum, the town board further authorizes and directs the town clerk to publish or cause to be published in full in the official newspaper of the town and post on the town's signboard. Notice of the bond resolution in substantially the same form as appears on the bond resolution attached here too. Said notice shall be published within 10 days after the adoption of the aforementioned bond resolution. The town clerk is hereby authorized and directed after said bond resolution takes effect, the town clerk shall further cause same to be published in summary in the official newspaper of the town together with notice of the same in the substantially same form. Motion,
Move. Second.
roll call.
Councilman Moreau.
Yes.
Councilman Bedretti.
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln.
Yes.
Supervisor Myers.
Yes, so we'll be bonding the highway garage and the building and grounds roof. And the Brook Street one will be paying out of the sewer surplus, which you have some money in there. You really need that roof, Anthony Feo? Huh? What?
Get tired of holding umbrellas.
All right, so a long time coming, but we'll get to this, and I've been assured by the engineers that it will be done before the winter gets here. Chair will entertain a motion, Town Board, Town of Windsor hereby authorize appropriation of excess revenues of 2022 in the appropriation of the 2022 fund balances and transfer of unexpended 2022 budget balances to overexpended budget lines as of December 31st, 2022, in accordance with the resolution attached here to. Motion,
Move. Second.
roll call.
Councilman Moreau.
Yes.
Councilman Bedretti.
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln.
Yes.
Supervisor Myers.
All right, this resolution has to do with the, I said yes? I'll be yes. This resolution has to do with the balancing of our books, and we just moved some money around to make sure that none of them are underfunded. We're having a audit done right now, and the auditors will be done tomorrow, and then there'll be a final audit of how we made out, and that will be public once we get that from them. Chair will entertain a motion, Town Board, Town of Windsor, authorize supervisor to execute the attached memorandum agreement between the Town of the Windsor and Petroma's Benevolent Association Incorporated to amend Section 1(9) of Article 7 entitled Uniform and Equipment in the Collective Bargaining Agreement to provide take-home vehicles for all detectives and canine officers for the exclusive use of official police business in accordance with the memorandum attached here to. Motion,
Move. Second.
roll call.
Councilman Moreau.
Yes.
Councilman Bedretti.
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln.
Yes.
Supervisor Myers.
Yes, this was just another housekeeping motion just to clear up some verbiage in the contract as to when these cars can be taken home. Chair will entertain a motion, Town Board, Town of Windsor hereby amend the 2023 standard schedule fees. Sanitation fees to a point quarterly charge $430 per point, and then miscellaneous rates of Beaver Dam Garbage District. And that shows 1, 2, and 3 families. Motion,
Move.
roll call.
Councilmember Rowe?
Yes.
Councilman Videtti?
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago?
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln?
Yes.
Supervisor Myers?
Yes, Chair will entertain a motion, Town Board, Town of Windsor, authorize supervisor in accordance with resolution attached hereto to consent to the terms and/or execute the attached intermunicipal agreement with the Orange County Department of Planning to eliminate certain referrals which would otherwise be required to be referred to the Orange County Department of Planning pursuant to New York State General Municipal Law, Section 239-1 MNN. Motion,
Move. Second.
roll call.
Councilmember Rowe?
Yes.
Councilman Videtti?
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago?
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln?
Yes.
Supervisor Myers?
Yes, this is just, the county has said that they don't need to be notified of certain things from the planning board, so it cuts down the time frame on maybe getting some of these things done. Chair will entertain a motion, Town Board, Town of Windsor, authorize supervisor enter in the execute the attached intermunicipal agreement between the Town of Windsor and the Town of Waywayanda for the purpose of utilizing the Town of Windsor's information and technology offices on an as-need basis in the established configuration, maintenance, and oversight of the Town of Waywayanda computers, servers, peripherals, and network infrastructure and hardware, geographical information series, which GIS, radio communications, telecommunications technology, project management, as well as Town of Waywayanda website and email services. Motion,
Move. Second.
roll call.
Councilmember Rowe?
Yes.
Councilman Videtti?
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago?
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln?
Yes.
Supervisor Myers?
Yes, this just authorized me to sign a contract if and when they need to get approval from their board over to Town of Waywayanda. So we do some of this IT work for several municipalities, and this one is looking to come in, and I'm thinking that if we do contract with them, this would be the last one, I would think. We're doing enough. Chair will entertain a motion, Town Board, Town of Windsor hereby authorize a performance bond in the amount of $134,830 for Lafayette Ridge Apartments, Planning Board 1618, be released, and maintenance bond in the amount of $13,489 as recommended by McGoey House of Etzel and correspondent dated March 29, 2020, be established and accepted. Motion,
Move. Second.
roll call.
Councilmember Rowe?
Yes.
Councilman Videtti?
Yes.
Councilwoman?
It's just lowering the bond for that new apartments over there on 9W behind Irish Eyes. I have a couple of receiving files. Hearing no objection, Town Board, Town of Windsor hereby receive and file with the town clerk the attached memorandum of agreement between the Town of Windsor and Lieutenant Matthew Monahan, clarifying the salary of lieutenant as it appears on the Superior Officers Collective Bargaining Unit. So Matthew got promoted pretty quickly here, so we now have a memorandum of understanding with him, and now it's official and on file. You were promoted really quickly, right? Not bad, not bad. Okay. There's a lot of people around here think we need a lot of young blood, including some of the elected officials. Even no objection, Town Board, Town of Windsor shall receive and file the attached letter received March 10th, 2023 from New York State Department of Environmental Conservation, awarding the Town of Windsor a non-agricultural, non-point source planning and MS4 mapping grant in the amount of $75,000. Once again, I'd like to thank McGoey Hazard and Mike Weeks for obtaining this grant. It has to do with storm water management. Another receiving file. Hearing no objection, Town Board, Town of Windsor hereby and receive and file with the town clerk the attached letter from New York State Department of Environmental Conservation approving the Town of Windsor infiltrate inflow study phase 1 dated July 25th, 2022, last revised January 26th, 2023, prepared by McGoey House Etzel. This inflow and infiltration, we have been doing a lot of work on this, and as we found a lot of water that we were losing, so we are making some real headway on this, and I appreciate John Agido's help in getting this done. Hearing no objections, Town Board, Town of Windsor hereby receiving file the town clerk the attached county reply dated March 8th, 2023 from the Orange County Department of Planning requesting and provided pursuant to New York State General Municipal Law, Section 239 M&M regarding amendments to Article 7 of the Chapter 300 Town Code, Town of Windsor to define and regulate the commercial variable message displays, a digital sign. So we have done some work with that digital sign as the put forth by Deputy Supervisor Stephen Bedetti, and I think we're gonna have a digital sign on the front of town lawn. Yes, soon?
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
coming.
Comment. Hearing no objection, Town Board, Town of Windsor, receive and file the town clerk the attached GASB 75 actuarial evaluation for the year ending December 31st, 2022, as prepared to Summit Actuarial Services. This has to do with our indebtedness regarding medical benefits. Hearing no objection, Town Board, Town of Windsor shall receive and file the attached letter agreement dated January 25th, 2023, between the Town of New Windsor and Town of Newburgh for the sharing at no cost of the Town of New Windsor's portable generators on a temporary basis. Said agreement is effective until December 2023. So we lend these generators to the Town of Newburgh, and the next receive and file. Hearing no objection, Town Board, Town of Windsor shall receive and file the attached letter agreement dated February 21st, 2023, between the Town of New Windsor and Town of Newburgh for the sharing at no cost of the town's valve exercising equipment on a temporary basis. Said agreement to be effective until December 31st, 2023. So we're lending them some material and they're lending us some, so it cuts down on the cost to taxpayers in both municipalities. Hearing no objection, Town Board, Town of Windsor shall receive and file the town clerk commercial insurance policies for commercial general liability, commercial crime coverages, commercial property coverage, equipment breakdown, commercial inland marine terrorism, commercial liability, umbrella coverage, each of which are effective from December 24th, 2022 to December 24th, 2023. That loose leaf is in my office, and I'd like to thank Jess Marino, the Attorney's Office, for all her work with this insurance, keeping us up to date with everything. Not an easy task. Hearing no objection, Town Board, Town of Windsor hereby receive and file in electric format with the town clerk responsible New York Power Authority and Clean Path New York LLC to New York State Public Service Commission's letter of deficiencies for the construction of probably 178 miles of transmission lines and associated facilities from Delhi, New York to Queens, New York. So we just do receive and file. We have absolutely nothing to do with any of this. Hearing no objection, Town Board, Town of Windsor, receive and file with the town clerk the attached notice of claim in the matter of Kimberly Gannon versus the Town of New Windsor. This has to do with Ms. Gannon tripping and falling on some potholes that I don't think are in the Town of New Windsor. They're actually on private property, but we'll forward this to our insurance company and they'll deal with it. Hearing no objection, Town Board, Town of New Windsor shall receive and file with the town clerk the attached monthly reports for the following departments, all for the March of 2023. Justice Calderon, Justice Myers, Police Department, Building Department, Recreation Department, Tax Receiver Utility Report, Tax Receiver Monthly Tax Statement, Town Clerk, and the Windsor Emergency Medical Services. So those are all on file and will be in the Town Clerk's review, Clerk's Office review. Anybody like to see them? Now we're heading for the final public forum. Anybody wants to speak on any item at all? We'll open it up for any discussion. Danielle, you'll let me know. Yeah, but did the people on Facebook have anything? Well, you want to say something now? All right. Chair will entertain a motion, Town Board, Town of Windsor, adjourn the Town Board meeting at 7:28 PM. Motion?
Move. Second.
I'm sorry. Roll call.
Councilmember Rowe?
Yes.
Councilman Bedetti?
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago?
Yes.
Councilwoman Lincoln?
Yeah.
Supervisor Myers?
Yes. Okay.